show you guys what we working with back there. Kind of show you guys how. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the view back there. It's absolutely beautiful up here, wherever it is that I'm at. You guys know me. If you guys been following this channel, how far does this thing go? Is this it? This is it? I gotta get a bigger tripod. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got to get a bigger tripod. Yeah, guys, but whenever I feel overwhelmed, because trust me, believe me when I tell you this, guys, getting your mental health and your spiritual health right is absolutely crucial to everyone. That's the foundation of pretty much everything. You won't be of any use to yourself, right? If you're not constantly, whenever you do get out of balance, finding a way to get back into balance. And that's what I tend to do, from time to time. I go on like a road trip, right? I go on a road trip. How you doing, Thailand? Big up yourself. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you do subscribe and like the video and subscribe. Big up yourself. But like I'll go on a road trip, and the road trip will take me wherever I feel like going for that day, right? Guys, like especially if it's just you and you're single or whatever it is, you go on a road trip. But for the most part, I like to go on a road trip where there's a bunch of trees and nature and all of that sort of stuff in between. Like whether it's, there's a big city at the end of it. There's like, obviously you're going to pick a destination, whatever that destination is, right? But if there's a big city that I'm going to pick to go to, sometimes most of the time I would rather drive to that big city, right? And have that sort of develop that patience of, all right, it's not happening right now. Like we're not there in an instant, but I don't know. It just feels like you accomplish something when you actually do, get in a car and drive to the destination, as opposed to, take the plane sometimes and then you're missing all the beauty in between, right? Yeah, but I don't have a problem taking the airplane, but sometimes I just rather just do it that way, you know what I mean? So, just going a drive, whether you go somewhere close by or somewhere far. You see the mountain in the back right there. Several mountains, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Several mountains up here. It is absolutely beautiful. And then this time of year, guys, when the trees start to change color and everything like that, it's just so beautiful outside. I haven't decided who I'm voting for this election. I think both of them suck, says Thailand. We're all entitled to our opinion. If that's what you believe, I don't have too much of a problem with that. But I think that's something that most people would say, most campaigns, but I don't think I want to talk about election today, guys. Especially right now. I don't think I want to talk about the election or any elected officials or anything like that right now, because I don't know, man. It just drains me a lot of times what we have to deal with and what we have to put up with. Big up yourself, Andre Felipe. I don't know what Você é do GTA means. I don't know what that means. So I don't know how to answer that question, but I do see a question mark. But big up yourself wherever it is that you're from. I'm not entirely sure if that's Portuguese or what exactly that is, but big up yourself and thank you so much for tapping in and tuning in. But yeah, guys, getting your mental health and your spiritual health right, it's absolutely crucial. Have a good vacation, and I wish nothing but the best. Stay up. I already took my vacation. I might take another one before the year's over with, depending on whenever I do get the opportunity to. I might take another one before the year's over with, and when I do get the opportunity to do that, I don't know, guys, I'll probably end up going to Denver, but the drive is just so far, man. That would probably be my whole vacation, like me driving on the way to Denver, you know what I mean? And seeing, what the Mile High City looks like. I don't even know why they call it the Mile High City. Maybe, I think someone actually did say it in the chat. I learned so much from you guys. I'm so appreciative and I'm so grateful for you guys, because someone told me that it's above sea level by some distance. What was that? I don't know what that was. But it's above sea level by some distance, right? So because it's above sea level by some distance, it's I guess that's what they call it, the Mile High City. Maybe by a mile. I don't know. Um, but thank you so much for wishing for that. But yeah, whenever I do these things, it's like I come back. It's almost like I hit the reset button, right? And I just feel like I always just want to stay on vacation. And I know um, one day soon, hopefully, right? One day soon, I'm gonna escape this rat race, right? Um, this rat race of constantly like the constant motion of having to go to work for somebody and paying your bills, and not to say that you, well, obviously you're gonna take care of that, but having to go to someone else's job, you know what I mean? um to be able to, and I've done it in the past. It didn't always work out, but it's just within me. Like, I just want to, you understand what I'm saying? I just want to be able to travel. You know what I mean? I want to be able to travel and go different places whenever it is that I want to, right? I have so much fun discovering new places. So much fun discovering new places. And you know, yeah. And the journey along the way of discovering new places. I think that's also the beautiful part about it as well, is that, you know, it's like when you're going there, the very fact that you're not there instantly, and then when you finally get there, it's like, wow, I accomplished something. I made it. I did it. You know what I mean? So that's why, like, I would encourage people to do these road trips and stuff like that. But, yeah, do stop and rest. Don't just stay in the car the whole time and drive, or just stop at a gas station and drive the whole time. If you do ever have the opportunity to, I would recommend people do go and visit different states, different cities, different countries, Big up to all of Poland. Big up to yourself. Thank you so much. Hope you're, someone says, hope you are missing J. Cole and being in South Carolina. I don't even know what that means, to be honest with you. Big up to J. Cole, I guess. Big up to South Carolina as well. Andre Felipe says, hello, man. Where are you at right now? And how far of a drive was it? So right now, I'm probably maybe a good hour from the city. Like, I live in New York City. I'm upstate right now. I'm just upstate New York. But I don't live that deep in New York City. So I'd say maybe like an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes or something like that from New York City. That's where I'm at. But yeah, it's just, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. Not a lot of people do venture outside of New York City, and when they do live in, not a lot of people do venture outside of the city when they live in the city, But me, I just love the country. I love the countryside, and one day I'm definitely gonna be in the country, or, just off in nature, man. I love nature. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the city is cool, like having that balance. You know what I mean? It's cool to have the balance of the city life, if that's what you so choose. Like, I love going to different big cities and discovering these different big cities. Like, 2 weeks ago, was it? It wasn't last week, because last week actually, no, it was last week, wasn't it? No. 2 weeks ago. It feels like it was last week, but 2 weeks ago, I went to Chicago. I took a road trip, guys. I went to Chicago. Chicago is 12 hours away from New York City. 12 hours and some change away from New York City, right? And then obviously you're gonna stop in between and get gas and various other things, in which I kind of did do a lot of that as well. Stop in between, get gas, stop and rest, get some sleep, all that sort of stuff. But Chicago is an absolutely beautiful city. I didn't stay there for long. I just kind of wanted to go to Chicago to see what was happening in Chicago. I kind of waited until the end of my vacation, and that was kind of like the high point of my vacation, to go to Chicago for a day or two and then just come right back. So I didn't really get to really experience Chicago. But even then, like, just being able to go there and just seeing the city for myself, as opposed to hearing what I hear on the media and what people say about the city, I went to the city and it was absolutely beautiful. The people there were absolutely kind. I have nothing but great things to say about Chicago. And I'm sure in some places on the outskirts, like, it does get kind of hectic. But for the most part, the city of Chicago on a whole is an absolute beautiful city. So I'd recommend anybody who hasn't been to Chicago before to, take that trip to Chicago. It's a beautiful city. What's the name of the place, says Tindo? I don't quite have the name of it, but it's not far past Bear Mountain. Like, it's It's probably because I don't have the map on me or anything like that, and then I don't even think I brought anything, and I can't like exit the video and tell you. But I would say it's probably like 10-15 minutes from Bear Mountain. So it's not that far from Bear Mountain. I tell you, the county is between Rockland and Putnam. I believe it's between Rockland and Putnam County, somewhere in that area. But yeah, as far as the actual exactly where it is that I am, I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Like if we drove, I would know when to stop, right? Because I've drove past here plenty of times. But as far as telling you exactly where it is that I am, no clue. I just know that it's not too far from Bear Mountain. I say the same. Want to live in the country, but be 45 minutes to an hour from civilization. You know what's crazy about that? So as far as like living, I don't have a problem being far away from like a city, right? And then, just kind of just going to the city whenever it is that I feel like going to the city. I really don't have a problem with that, to be completely honest with you. Like, it doesn't have to be close to the city. Like, if I'm close to the city, cool. But if not, there's no issue either way. You know what I mean? Got to go. Have a good time. See you later. See you later, Thailand. Namaste, anime. What's good, Brody? What's good, fam? How you doing today, Brody? Hope all is well. Yeah, I'm upstate, just vibing out. You know what I mean? Put together this live stream. You know what I mean? Kind of talk to you guys about mental health, man, and how important it is. Like whenever you do feel overwhelmed by your environment, sometimes it's important for you to remove yourself from that environment, hit the reset button, and then come back and just, people underestimate. I feel like a lot of times they underestimate how important mental and spiritual health is. They underestimate how important it is for you to really just be in a state of balance. You know what I mean? As opposed to just a constant state of confusion, and with one thing sort of piling onto the next thing, onto the next thing, onto the next thing. It's important to get your mental and spiritual health right. And one of the ways that I do that is by going off into nature, by seeing new things, by seeing trees, you know what I mean? And, just breathing in this fresh air, it's priceless. Like, these things are priceless. It's free. You could walk it, but it'll take some time, right? But, the only thing you really got to pay for is gas. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay for anything else, right? But yeah, it's free. How are you? I'm just being myself as always. Big up to yourself, man. Look, check it out. Check it out. I didn't even show you guys that part. Look at that. Yeah. Big up to Whoopi. What's good, Brody? Connecting with the universe. Those are good things you are doing. Yes, man. Yes. These things are priceless, man. These things are priceless. I know, like, I subjected you guys to a lot of talking about politics and stuff like that recently. I'm not going to say I'm never going to speak about those things, but I'm not a politician. I'm not getting paid by politicians or anything like that. It's just that sometimes I do feel like it's important to sort of address the elephant in the room, especially if we're going to live in the country, right? But yeah, beyond all of that sort of stuff, beyond the things that we identify as, beyond the ego, beyond the third dimension, we're spiritual beings, man. We're spiritual beings, and it's just great to be able to, have the luxury to travel and, go different places, even though, again, I didn't spend any money, right? The luxury doesn't come with the money that I spent to do these things, right? It just comes with the fact that I'm in the state of being, that I'm able to do these things, right? Like, I'm so eternally grateful for that. And, I don't know, man. I don't think anything trumps that, to be honest with you. Pun intended. Yeah, man, connecting with the universe for sure. Dang, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, man. I don't think it's crazy, but it's definitely exciting for sure. I'll give you that. I definitely will give you that. Beautiful scenery is right, man. It's absolutely gorgeous up here, guys. I can't, it's just a blessing. I feel better already. But yeah, this is going to be a short stream. I'm not going to stay too much longer. I just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys. I will be on again at some point later. Who knows when? But I'm definitely going to be on back again later. To talk about what, you might ask. Stay tuned. Definitely something interesting. Big up to Whoopi. Big up to Anime. Big up to everybody that did tap in on this stream. I thank you guys so much for supporting this channel. Sincerely appreciate you guys. Big ups to each and every single one of you. Blessings upon blessings upon blessings. See you guys later. Bye-bye.